How's it going with you?
Good, good. Just got home.
So you working hard these days, doing all Johnny Cash stuff?
Yeah, our fall season's picking up, so I'm back out on the road quite a bit, and just got back from a California run up and down the coast from like San Diego up to Monterey,
So
and
basically
then
you're doing like mostly tours like all the time.
yeah, yeah.
And it's just like the first time you come into like at least Nova Scotia.
No, no, I've been there a few times.
Okay.
Um, Up to Halifax, I came. Oh gosh, a long, long time ago when I had my gig up in Quebec City, at the Capitale. We brought it out. That must have been like, oh man, 2009 or 10 or something like that. We came out and did a show out there. And then I was coming up with another production company called Paul Cat Productions.
Okay.
And he does a lot of tribute tours and stuff like that. And came up with him a few times and did some East provinces also. But yeah, it's the first time I've been back since before the pandemic and everything. So it's been a little while.
So it's just going to be like a Canadian tour that you're promoting?
No, not. I mean, we have some Canadian dates, but these are they're kind of spread out, right? Like we're doing that with part of a Maryland. We got a show in Maryland, so we're
Okay.
coming up doing that one, then doing Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, and then later we'll be out in Quebec, and then we're going to do a couple out in like Edmonton in that area. But they're kind of back and forth. It's not one long stretch.
So October 12th, Rebecca Cohen Theater in Halifax. This is going to be a great venue as well. Did you play this venue before?
I don't know if we played that one there or not. I can't, it's been a bit of time. I don't remember what the venue was that we had played up there.
It's a good venue. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
will enjoy it. How big is the band, the group that you guys are promoting?
It's just a four-piece band. It's myself and then a four-person band with piano, bass, guitar, drums.
Now, basically, you guys presenting the songs of Johnny Cash. How much rehearsals do you guys need? Because it's like you guys probably know this stuff inside out by
Yeah,
now.
we don't do any rehearsals anymore. It's been quite a long time. I've been with the same guys for a many number of years now, and we'll if we decide to do like a new song or something, we'll get it out to each other ahead of time, and each kind of learn it on our own. And then when we show up, like if we were going to do a new one there, we would show up there, do our sound checks, and run that song as our sound check, and that's kind of our rehearsal there on the spot.
When you guys pick out songs, it's like the catalog's so massive, from the Sun Records to, anything. Where do you start digging to find the right material for, let's say, the right country?
New material. We kind of just if we find something that we think is going to be cool, that's going to work in the show, we'll grab one and work it in. Um, but being it's a tribute show for the most part, we have to stick with a certain set list of Johnny Cash's, right? Like because not everybody knows every song.
Yeah.
So, we have our Folsom Prison and Walk the Line and Ring of Fire and like the main songs that pretty much like the ones that were radio plays that everybody knows. And then if we want to do new material, we'll pull maybe some obscure song that we think is cool that maybe not everybody's going to know, but that, it'll work. So that's kind of how we decide what new material we're going to do. But for the most part, the show has to stay the same, right? Because there's only so many songs that Johnny Cash has that everybody's going to know. You got to kind of market to the person that's not the record collecting Johnny Cash fan.
Right. How's your personal collection with John Cash stuff? Did you collect the records throughout the years?
Records were a little before I started getting into Johnny Cash's stuff. My dad, my grandpa, they had his albums and things like that. For us, this day and age, it's more digital, right? You kind of just
Right.
gather it all on your iTunes or on your playlist. But yeah, I have a pretty big catalog of just about everything he released, probably everything that's available. There's a lot of stuff that you try to get. I don't know, like the Live at San Quentin. I have it on other formats, but to get it like through Pandora or Amazon Music or something, it's not available.
That's strange that they can't do that stuff because there's albums people need to hear.
Yeah, well, I mean, different groups like they have like their licensing thing, and they don't want it released on digital format, and you can still go out and buy the album, but you can't really get it on like Amazon or Pandora or something. You
So,
might be able to get it on Spotify.
oh, most likely Spotify tries to
Yeah,
have everything, nowadays.
yeah.
And it's like that with all this going on, working all the time. Do you work on other products and projects that also no time?
No, I used to, but really, yeah, I have a family and new baby. My band, we're all kind of after the pandemic, we're all kind of scattered now. So we got a couple guys in LA, guys in Nashville, guys up in Reno. I'm in Missouri. So it's not like we're right there to work on things together anymore. It would take a lot of flights and hotels to get us all in one spot to like if we wanted to do like an original album or anything like that.
A lot of efforts, and it's like even in the digital world, you can record, but it's still you're so far away. You know,
Yeah, you can. Like everybody could do their part and then get into one studio and mix it together. But that's, I don't know. I kind of like that live off the floor type of vibe that you get when everybody's in the studio together and bouncing ideas. And that's kind of hard to do with everybody across the globe. And I just think you get a better feel that way. It's more organic than it is like doing a digital studio system.
so Sean, when you go play a show, do you listen to the radio around where you are, like listen to local radio stations to see what they're playing, and are they playing more Johnny Cash that day when you're arriving?
I haven't really, I haven't usually like we always got our playlists and everybody's got, like now like you got Sirius and you got XM satellite radio. So when we're out of town, we kind of already got our music plugged in and we listen to some Cash stuff ourselves, but we have a large array of music in the band that we like, everything from like Little River Band to Metallica or Megadeth, AC/DC, George Michael. It really is like a big array of music. We'll listen to just about anything as long as it's good.
I'm sure though when you're going to be arriving in Halifax and you listen to let's say Q104 and stuff like that, they'll be playing some Johnny Cash to
I'll
promote
have to,
your venue. So you take a look at or listen to that.
yeah, Q104. You said,
Yeah, there's a lot of
um,
stations. I find that certainly in our region, let's say in Halifax, when certain groups come over to promote, they do pump the music of the artist
sure,
to get the flow. The
yeah, it's a good idea. It gets it in people's head too, right?
yeah, because it's like something special,
Yeah, awesome.
for at least one evening in somebody's life.
Yeah, I'll have to make sure we dial in on that one. A lot of times you get somewhere new, you don't know the radio stations, right? So, but
So
since you mentioned that one, I'll make sure we dial into that.
I'm sure they'll be playing something. I would presume, but it's like that when you're touring. How's life on the road for you?
It's cool. I've been doing it for 21 years, so it's pretty much the norm for me. I mean, it's what I'm used to.
Does it get
Um,
tiring after a while? It's like, come on, just the same hotel room, or is it like an adventure every day?
a little bit of both, I mean, you get a little bit of both. We love still with the band, I know all the guys, we all enjoy going to new places. We always like to try to kind of take in the local food, whatever's there. Like if we're in Boston or something like that, right? We're trying to get like clam chowder or something. And if
Uh,
we're down in Florida, we're out trying to get like some fresh seafood and Gulf shrimp and stuff. And yeah, we try to take in the local flair, whatever it is. If you're in Montreal, we're hitting like smoked meat places or something like that. And yeah, so we'll have to come up and see what kind of local food there is there in Halifax too, and take in on some of that.
Halifax mostly seafood. That's the
Yeah,
specialty. I guess you got
that
to dive into that.
I'll absolutely love it. Love it.
And right after Rebecca Cohen Center, you guys going to New Brunswick. Is that it?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
just
right after.
So where are you guys playing in New Brunswick?
Oh, I'd have to get my schedule and look it up. What is it? I don't even remember the name of the place. There's so many, right? Like,
Right, right. And I was just wondering because New Brunswick's right close to Halifax. It wasn't brought on my schedule thingy, but it's like that's still cool because Atlantic Promises do deserve having some Johnny Cash. Once
yeah,
every once in a while.
absolutely. Yeah, we're happy to come up. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've been up there, and we did do a tour there, just kind of the eastern provinces, right? We did the New Brunswick. We went out and did like Prince Edward Island the first time I was there, which
Okay.
was really, really cool, man.
Well, we Nova Scotians do enjoy music a lot, and it's great when it comes around because it's like it goes into spurs. Like the winter time's coming, and then we don't get to see too much. And winter storms aren't too friendly on the roads to get to your shows, so
Yeah.
it's that's why in October it's kind of blooming still. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I would think in September is probably not too bad yet, right? It's still pretty nice out and
yeah. I mean, right now it's slowing down a little bit because the summer just ripped wide open. For everybody.
right.
Every weekend there's something going on, but we're not used to everything coming at us. Like
Yeah, yeah.
in Los Angeles, it's Monday to Monday. Down here is
Right.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, for sure.
Well, it's like that. You're gonna have a wonderful time in Halifax, October 12th, and it's just incredible that you're coming again.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it and hopefully it'll be something that'll they'll continue on and we can make like an annual run up there to the eastern provinces. That's kind of like how we're trying to get things set up now, like what we did in California last week. We'll go back about the same time next year. We'll do it again.
Yeah,
And then hopefully that we'll get a good relationship up there to where we can start making an annual return every year, and each time we'll try to bring something a little bit new, a little bit different, and that way it stays fresh for people and people can come see something new.
and it's kind of festival styles. Like once a year there's a festival. Well, once a year you're coming over. So yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it'd be great.
Awesome. Well, you have a good one, Sean,
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you, Jason.
and you have a great tour.
Thank you. We'll see you in October.
All right. See you
Are
later.
you gonna make it out to the show?
I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, man. Let me know. Let me know for sure.
I will. All right.
All right, bro.
You have a good night.
You too.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.